Welcome back. It's 5:12 here on Monday. Today is the final day of spring. Winter. Spring begins tomorrow night. So we are getting ready for the change of seasons here, and we've got some big changes coming later on. Now this morning, nothing dramatic. It's in the 50s and 60s. We're in the 50s for most of the North Shore, still hanging on to 60 in Slidell, and we've also looking at the 60s here south of the lake. Not a bad way to start our Monday. It should be a nice one. All the heavy rain's out of here. Now we do still have some clouds lingering with our storm system this morning, but those will begin to thin out and we'll have some sunshine this afternoon. Look at your temperatures. We're going to stay in the low 60s most of the morning, maxing out in the mid 60s, just not warming up a whole lot today. Should be a nice one with breezy northwest winds. Those northwest winds could be kicking at times 20 miles an hour later on this afternoon. Now tonight, there's still a breeze tonight, but we're probably going to see temperatures cool off, and it is looking quite chilly tomorrow morning. This is our freeze and frost potential. We do have that freeze potential mainly north of I-12. Once you get into Washington Parish, northern Tangi, into southwest Mississippi, and parts of Pearl River County. Notice a lot of low to mid 30s. Here closer to I-12, I'm forecasting the mid to upper 30s with some mid to upper 30s all the way down into Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Long Beach, the Pass. All these locations in the 30s tomorrow morning. This is where, really, if I live north of the lake, I'm going to protect my plants tonight just to be safe, especially if you have anything that's blooming, you've got any fruit you don't want to lose. Protect them tonight. Better safe than sorry. Here on the South Shore, no freeze, but it will be cold tomorrow morning in the 40s east and west bank. And notice even Belle Chase might see an upper 30 as you approach 39 down there. I do have 30s down in the river and bayou parishes, extending all the way down into central Lafourche. Notice Chauvin could get down to the low 40s, 40s all the way down to Port Fourchon and Grand Isle tomorrow morning, and down into Plaquemines Parish. So it's cold everywhere. Once again, if I live north of the lake, I'm protecting my plants. If I live on the South Shore, I'm not really concerned about my plants here in the metro, but people and pets, certainly make sure they have somewhere warm. Also windy tomorrow morning, so we will have wind chills in the 20s and 30s. You will need the jackets for tomorrow morning, and then we'll stay mostly in the 50s. Now we're dry through the middle of the week, but Thursday, I've got a storm system passing through the Gulf. At the moment, I do think the big storms, the severe weather, the flooding, all that will remain south of us and head towards Florida, but it does skirt us. So some showers possible late Thursday into the early morning on Friday, but most of your Friday is dry. Good news is, if anything was rescheduled for the weekend here, and we got Super Sunday coming up, it's looking pretty nice for it. We'll be in the mid 70s by this weekend with some sunshine, so should be nice out there. But we're saying hello to spring with a bit of a chill, and then by Wednesday, we'll be back near 70, so a short-lived cold snap. The marine forecast heads up, small craft advisory in effect today and through tonight. It will be choppy. Those winds will begin to settle into Wednesday. Our pressure holding steady this morning, your barometer at 29.9 inches, and there's a look at your tides. High tides will happen later tonight, but your low tides are happening this morning.